Hi all, welcome to my channel, welcome to my world. This is the world of Wayne. Today we'll be doing stages 21 to 26 of the Fanhome release, a build the 1/8 scale John Wick Mustang. So we do have a floor pan today, so I'm guessing that's what we're going to be working on. We do have some manifolds and some exhausts as well. Obviously we had finished the engine in the last stage, which is looking just like that as well, and I do believe that we did start the radiator as well. I don't know if we're going to be continuing on with all of that today now, because as I said, we are looking like we're starting the interior. But if you do want to get this for yourself, I do believe it's still available. I have put a link in the video description, and all of my links from every build I'm doing, to my Amazon store, to my merch store, to my Patreon links, to the Christmas quiz, everything is actually in that QR code there. There's also a link to that QR code at the bottom as well. But without further ado, let's get cracking. I love doing builds this way. This is completely blind for me. I haven't actually opened any of the packs or looked at the magazine. So the first time I see this is showing you guys. So this is the magazine. And as you can see, God, not much in this one, is there? This is the right turbocharger we're doing here. Which is just basically putting these bits in like that. Now, people were saying to me, Wayne, this is probably the biggest comment that I had last time as well. I've got these in the wrong way round. They should be facing down, not up. No, they should be facing up because there is a turbocharger going into that. So that is the correct way. I'm completely aware of the amount of mistakes I make on this channel, but guess what? That wasn't one of them. So I was quite proud of myself there. Okay, let's get all of these parts out. So, first part I need looks just like this. This is all part of the compressor housing here. I'm going to be putting this on. It has got a notch inside there. So I've got to match up the notches just like that. And with a screw, I'm going to put a screw through here. It only comes with one screw in this stage. This is a C screw, which is a plastic screw. So that's going to hold these two parts together. And then we're going to be hiding that screw by putting the turbo fan in here, just like that. Now it does take some pushing to get that in there, but once it's in, it should hold itself in, no problems at all. All I'm going to do then is push this round hole onto this section here. Now I'm not sure what way round it goes. I think it's that way there, but that is all there is to do in that stage. Now that was a quick one, wasn't it? Let's go on to stage 22. Probably going to be doing the other side now. It looks exactly the same. So we're putting this together, but then we are going to be bringing over the radiator and attaching this to the engine. Normally we attach radiators to the chassis, so that's interesting. We're putting it directly on the engine there. So I'm glad I've got those two parts up there. Okay, here is stage 22. Another question I get asked is, do I still use my Metmo screwdriver? Yeah, it's actually my cutter at the moment. I still do have the parts to make this for my smaller PH00. But I still use this. Now this one's going to be slightly different for me. Someone's put this part already in here, which I don't want it in there. There we go, I'm taking it out. Because I need to put this on here, that's that fan part, and then attach that once again with that C screw. Through the top to hold all of that into place. Then I can push this in. So it's fitting flush in there like that. And then once again, I'm going to be putting this end onto here. Again, I don't quite know what direction it goes off in. I think it goes off in that direction. I do like this sheathing that's on here as well. It's sort of like a different material. It's been made for us. So it's not just like a plastic part. I don't know if that comes out well on camera. Very good. Okay, bring over the engine now. Looking like this. And I'm going to be mounting the radiator into place. Now, I've got this part here from last time. I don't remember asking us to fit this, I have to say. But I'm going to put that in now. It's basically just going to go in the top here. I don't want these pipes getting in the way. So I am just going to push them to one side while I put this in. Just like that. And then this radiator is going to be sitting on here like this. And we do have a pipe that I need to install into the top of the radiator just like that there. That looks good. And then I've got the right turbo to put into place. So the way this is going to go is this D-shaped pattern is going to be going down here. Like this. Let's get that all the way in. Not too worried about that falling out there. But I do want that to fit nice and flush into this part. Just like that. Perfect. And the reason for that is when I put this part on here, it's actually going to screw into that radiator there. So making sure it's around the right way. Let's just put that back in. Just like that. And I need to put a screw just through this side here. There we go. That's one side of the radiator held together. That's very clever. I like that. Now, I am just going to... I don't want this moving anywhere. So I am going to now just drop some glue just into the pipe at the top of the radiator here. Because I'm about to affix that now just into here. Like that. Because I'm going to be putting the other side here in exactly the same way. This has been a little bit fiddly, I have to say. But once that screws in, I'm aware that the radiator's now fixed into place. That's good. Again, I just want to make sure this pipe doesn't go anywhere. So I've put that in there. I might have to just put a clamp on that, just to hold that into place there. So that's going to be nice and tight. But that looks pretty cool. Look at that. Now you know why my exhaust was pointing up. But that's all there is to do in that stage. Stage 23. Here are the instructions. And looks like we've got an intercooler that we're going to be doing now. Putting that together. So we are still working on the engine and a lot of this here. And this is the rest of the magazine. Loads of articles in these magazines. And here is everything I need in this bag. Obviously this is a lot different to the other Mustangs that we're doing on the channel as well. You can tell that straight away. Okay, let's bring over the engine again. Now once again, they haven't really told me what I'm doing with these wires here. In the instructions, I've actually got them passing down the bottom here. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to just pass these down the bottom just to keep them out of the way. I'm just going to take that clamp off now, because I've got this turbo hose that I need to put into place. Now it's actually going to go into the top of each turbo, but it does fit underneath all of these pipes here. So I need to thread that through just like this. That's good. And then I need to plug these into the tops of each one. I think I am going to put a spot of glue on each one to stop these falling out. Always handy to have my tweezers on hand for this. So this one's going to go in here. Excellent. And then I'll put a little bit of glue just on the other side, because this one's going to go in this side. And it is good, just having details like this is pretty much a testament to how detailed this actually is. And there we go. They're both in, just like that. Okay, with these pipes here, these are different. They go off in different directions. So I want this one here. I don't know if there's a stamp on it. But when I push this in to the bottom of the turbo there, it should be going off in that direction, towards the centre of the radiator there. I'm going to put this one in this side. Perfect. Just straighten them up a bit. That's how they're looking when they're in. And with that and this left over, that's all there is to do in that stage. So we are whizzing through these. This is stage 24. Here are the instructions, and now we've got the floor pan. I think we've finished with the engine for a second here. We're just going to be putting, is it one of the mats? Just a part of the floor by, I don't know what we're putting in. This is part of the glove box. Fasten the right side of the glove box that we're putting actually onto the chassis. That's interesting. And this is the rest of the magazine. So it does seem that we're giving the engine a goodbye for now, as we do work on the interior. Now, as I said, this is the floor pan here. Just giving you an idea of the size of this. Looking good, but we do have the bottom of the glove box, as they said, to put in. And it's actually just going to be going onto this side just here. Now, I don't think it matters what way round it goes. It's symmetrical. I'm going to put it that way round. It's held in with 2 C-screws. So, I am using my PH1 screwdriver. These go in quite tight. Now, even though these are plastic screws, as in the screws are metal, but they're going into plastic. Don't be afraid to put these on some oil as well. I've done that. It does make that easier as well. I never used to, but I don't think it makes a difference. It might degrade the plastic, but that could take 25 years. I think that's going to be fine. Put it this way, I've been using them since, God, the car I did after the DeLorean, the Ecto, I think. But there you go. That's all there is to do in that stage. This is stage 25. Again, here are the instructions, and now I've got the centre tunnel, which is going to have the gear shifter on, or is this an automatic? Putting that into place here. And this is the rest of the magazine. And this is stage 25 here. Again, get everything out. I love this walnut paneling. Look at this. And the detail on there. Look at that. That's excellent. Okay. First thing I'm going to do is take this gear shifter here. Okay, first thing I'm going to do is take this paneling, put the gear shifter into place here, put it in sideways, and then I'll just twist it round like that. It's going to be sitting into the cavity just there. And then I have got this brace which is going to go on the top to hold that into place. Now it should go in this way round, just like that. And I'm holding it in with 2 D screws. These are actually quite tiny screws here. Get these in. One there. And one just at the top there. Whoa, there we go. That's the gear shifter in place. And it has got enough. Oh, it's actually very clever. It's ratchet. There's some sort of ratchet in there. So it actually goes into the positions. It locks itself in each position. That's quite clever. Okay, once I've done that, obviously make sure you put the gear shifter in the right way. I'm going to put this into its surround, which is going in here, just like this. And then I need these C screws, 2 of these, to hold that into place. Look, you've even got the ashtrays. If you Generation Z people want to know what that is, look, they're ashtrays. Yeah, we used to have ashtrays in cars. I don't think they have them anymore. I still remember the time of seeing ashtrays on aircraft. If you're in an older aircraft, they probably still got them. I know that they still have them in the toilets. But yeah, ashtrays in cars, even cigarette lighters in cars. There you go. Once that's done, that's all there is to do in that stage. So that brings us to the last stage of this pack, stage 26. Here's the instructions. And as you can see, we've got some glove box and seatbelt to do. So we're going to be putting this together just like this. And then it looks like we're attaching the seatbelts as well. And this is the rest of the magazine. Okay. Nice to know we're doing seatbelts. Safety first. Let's get all these out. As you can see by the belts, a lot of the work's been done for us as well. The buckles and the buckle housings there. We've got those 2 parts as well. What we're going to be doing first, we are going to be putting the seatbelts in first. So I need the floor pan. So if we've got the cabin floor here, we're going to be putting the seatbelts into place. Now there's 2 slots just down here. There's one this side and there's one, its partner, right next to it. Now I do want to make sure that these are going to be the right way round. So what's going to happen is, let me just straighten this out. This is going to be going around there. So let me put this down here like this. It has got a little bend in the metal here. So what I need to do is put this up to where it goes and then bend this down. Now, it's probably going to be best to use some pliers for this, because we do want that to be at 90 degrees, just like that. Then that will seat in there like that with no danger of that coming out. I'm going to secure it in with some B screws, and these are tiny, so I'm holding my screwdriver like a pen here, just so I can get that one in. And then what I've done on one side, making sure that's the right way round, I'm going to do exactly the same on the other side here. So through the slot, bend this down and secure with a B screw. Perfect. So those two belts are in place. Just put that to one side, and I'm going to now just finish off part of the glove box assembly. And for that means I'm going to be taking these two parts, putting this over the top like that, and holding them in on the other side with C-screws. Two C-screws here, so one this side and one the other side. Then I have got a little bit of chrome trim to put into place, which means, talking about the cigarette lighter, I put this trim in this side here, and then I'm going to be putting the cigarette lighter into the end like that. That's funny. Okay. It's just funny for me that you don't see it anymore. Okay, and then you're going to be putting this just onto the top of this surround here, and then once again it's held in from the underside with the C-screws. And once again I need two of these. I was talking about ashtrays. I thought that was for the ashtrays. It doesn't seem like they are for the ashtrays. It looks like they are for the belts to fit in, because I'm going to be putting this tunnel on here like this. And again, I need C-screws to hold this from the underside. I swear they were ashtrays, but looking at it now, yeah, I think that's where they're putting the holders for the belts. 4 screws here. 1, 2, 3, 4. So let me get these C-screws in. That's perfect. And then what they've got is they've got these actually just sitting in here. So one that side and one going in this side here. Just like that. Interesting. Okay, all we got left then is these belt sections just here. These are going to be going down the slots just at the back. So one this side, just like that there. So they are facing forward, and then I just need to put one down this side here. And there we go. And with that done, that's all there is to do in that stage. That's all there is to do in that pack. Now that was enjoyable. I didn't think there was going to be much to do. So look, this is what the engine is now looking like here. Pretty good. And then obviously I'm very much impressed with the interior. That walnut interior there, the belts, the way that they fit in, that's looking really good as well. Once again, if you do want to get this for yourself, I've put a link in the video description, and you've got that QR code on the screen. But I really hope you like that video. If you did, please remember to give me a thumbs up. And if you haven't subscribed, again, 49% of you haven't subscribed. Click that subscribe button and you'll be sure to be notified of every new video that comes out. Anyway, I really hope you like that video. Take care.